A true leader is consumed with those he leads and not himself. A true leader sacrifices himself, gives of himself tirelessly. A true leader thinks of what's in the best interest for those that he's leading. They do what the followers do not do. They have the commitment and the energy to juggle so many different people's concerns, conditions, and issues. They navigate through a menagerie of emotions and responsibilities, looking after the good of each one individually. A leader leads, and leads with love and discipline, mercy, compassion, grace, and judgment, because they have to. They have to make the call that no one else will make. They have to make the decisions that others are afraid to make. They have to make the sacrifices, and they have to take the risk that others cannot make. That's leadership. A job that most will never have, nor would anyone ever want, except for the vanity and sanity of the lust of the power for the sake of the power, the title and position for the sake of the position, without any of the attributes and characteristics of the leader. They only see the crown on his head, but not the head under the crown, not the mind and not the heart. The leader is devoted to the followers, but rarely do you find followers devoted to the leader. Out of a crowd of 1,000, there may be one devoted to the leader. For each of the followers are consumed with their own individual desires, needs, petitions, and ambition, whereas the leader has the responsibility of all of them. They have no responsibility except for themselves. In fact, most followers are not even thinking about the follower next to them. They're not even thinking about the commonality that they share with others who follow the leader as well. They are a selfish brew, and in many cases dangerous to the leader and to the fellow followers. The leader has to know that, has to see that and understand those who don't care about their brother or their sister. Those who are simply waiting to strike, either to subvert the authority of the leader, attack the leader. Such is the job of a leader. They stand tall and ahead of the bunch so that they are easily targeted, easily seen to be taken down or challenged. Leaders don't blend in. They stand up and they stand out. And every leader needs a faithful John, a faithful follower, a faithful friend. They know that most of those that they lead are none of those qualities. Most are not faithful. Most are not loving. But that is the job. That's the crowd you have to lead. The selfish ones, the broken ones, the addicted ones, the subversive ones, the hypocritical ones, the lying ones. And somehow, in the midst of all of that, it's a diamond in the rough. the one righteous one that makes it all the worthwhile. Leaders are not celebrities. They're not consumed with being the center of the attention or the reason for the devotion. They're not consumed and obsessed with their own vanity, the size of their waistline, the wrinkles on their skin, the color of their hair. No. They've chosen something much stronger, much deeper, much more enduring and eternal. They've chosen to lead by the strength of character, integrity, and God. For the spirit and the soul of that thing that does not deteriorate, does not wrinkle, muscles that do not fade, bones that do not grow weak, hair that does not turn gray. For them, it's truth, loyalty, faithfulness, devotion, love, duty, discipline, godlessness. It's not in that group, but godliness is. To be godly, to pursue it to your dying breath, to pursue it to your last day, to press towards the mark of the high calling, to be all that is possible that you can be until the Lord makes you finally in his image. That's the leader.